We don't please God by the offerings we come with. That's what I was trying to tell you. Are we together? You don't please God by that. Because your offering is nothing before God. If you don't acknowledge that you are a sinner. God is saying, your righteousness, our righteousness, are like filthy rags before him. True or false? Next question.
My second clarification is, in that instance of offering, giving, as I know, the SOP is a lesser right. We have a greater right, which is the
okay, wachana na hizo mambo ya greater, just go to the point because of time.
So you do prove when we were told that when you prove something, you prove it from the lesser right, you direct it the greater right, which is the Bible. You have proven me from the lesser right. Can you direct me and get that this
attack? Find me, I will show you. See, that is okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you. The churches back at home, the local churches. Today we have our fields and conferences, which have, of course, placed in the calendar of events. We have February Stewardship Week of Prayer, May Week of Prayer, November Stewardship Still Week of Prayer. What is happening with the church such that we have Stewardship Week of Prayer all over? Like it's almost every month. That's the first question.
In Kenya Coast Field.
I'm talking about our Lake Victoria field.
Oh.
The second thing.
Let me say something first. Hiyo ni field yenu.
Okay, then the second thing.
Si nimejibu hiyo?
Yeah, the second.
Now why are they doing that? Before you ask the next question. Because people are not giving. Had they been giving, they will not be doing that. Are we together?
Yes.
Do we need what type of investment? Si mumesikia Opticoin. You've heard of Opticoin. What type of investment? Si mumesikia Opticoin. You've heard of Opticoin? People, they ignored. Walisema nafunza extremist things. Then later on, those people came to apologize. Speculative businesses. Si Ellen White ameongelelea hizo vitu. Why are we not studying them? Alright, next question.
During the camp meetings, or maybe during those stewardships, you were told that your church has been given a target of 200,000 or maybe 3. Which principle do they use? Is it biblical principle where maybe the children of Israel were giving tithe, they were giving offerings?
It's not biblical.
And we have the targets
all over. It's not. There is no place in the Bible that says that.
So it's not biblical.
Yeah, it's not biblical.
Okay.
Ulikuwa unataka nijibu hiyo, si ndio?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not biblical. Does not mean that it is wrong. Stay with me. It's not in the Bible, but does not mean it is. Imeleweka?
No. Because the church strains a lot. Imagine how do you place the same target for a tomato seller together with a teacher at school? Why do you place them at the same level and the church elder announces that they should pay 4,000?
Hiyo si conference, huyo ni church elder wenyu. And he's doing it because he's ignorant. Let me tell you the truth, he's ignorant. Do you know why? Do you know why? Where in the Bible was it required for people to give the same? Nowhere. In fact, the Bible says ule mwenye akona much and too much. And little is required. Uyo kana yeye Bible study and pray for him. Are we together? Yeah. Conference ija kuambia ati members watoe 4,000, wengine Conference imesema target yenu ya offering ni ngapi? Toeni. Na ijasema lazima mfike. Kuna watu wamechapwa because hawakufika target. Churches ngapi hazifikangi target? Actually a majority. Did you know that? Yes, a majority of the churches hazifikangi hizo target. Because do you know why? Giving is a spiritual condition of a church. You want to know whether people are studying and are spiritually okay in a church? Look at their giving. Are we together? Giving is a response, is a worship response to God's love. Because Abel loved God much, he gave the best. Because Cain loved God little, he gave little. Jesus is saying, the one who is forgiven the most loves the most. Have you heard that verse? It's true. Those who have an experience with Jesus, who count themselves as sinners, true sinners, always give the most. But those who are spiritually proud will argue with even 25%. Tunaelewana? So giving is a spiritual condition of a church. There were so many hands na time yangu imeisha. Let me give him a chance. Aliinua mkono sana.
Yeah, happy Sabbath.
Happy day.
Happy day.
Happy Sabbath.
Yeah, straight to the point. I also don't want to bring a controversy about the giving.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with tithing, which is 10%. I kind of resonate with the opinions that my brothers have had about the offering. Okay, maybe I can judge my opinion based on the fact that I've been campus for some 4 years and I've not interacted with the outside church. But I can say to some extent that our giving is as a result of what we see. You see, like, okay, he has
given
just said,
an example.
Yeah, he has just said the church he comes from had a problem. Actually, my church has suffered most. For the past 20 years I've been in that church. Like from wrangles, court wrangles, and then the conference has to provide even a lawyer. The church is suffering. And it reached to a point our church had to hold even the tithe. Unaona ile tunatoa, of course, as a church, but they say they're not submitting it to the conference. Why? Because the conference, okay, I can say the whole thing is complicated, but they really didn't offer any help. So, as we know, our church, my current church, home church, has a court case, kotini. And you know, something like that simple, the conference just needs to provide even a lawyer, of which they promised, but they didn't do that. You see? So, there had been 5 court sessions.
What was the court case about?
About land. About land.
Land?
Yeah.
With an external person?
Yes.
Who is not a Seventh-day Adventist?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, that's just a representation of the many things that happen in the churches. And also, when I used to read the mission reading, I used to see that the offering used to this is going to help a church in ABCD, that is ABCD blah blah blah. I think we have all encountered that thing, isn't it? But I can say to some extent, I can, okay, not that I cannot feel, but there's no feasibility of the progress our church is making. Like it's something that is really ailing our church. Like it's a really deep problem. So a person to reach to an extent that such faithful to a place that is not seeing.
He's frustrated.
Yeah, it's just I can see just frustration. You see. Okay. And okay, that's just a bit of my reasoning about why people are so stiff with giving. But my real question was coming to a point of okay, if I have received my blessings from God, I've given my 10% to God and the needs of the church, of course, and I really feel like I need to personally touch my neighbor around me, maybe the poor people around me. Maybe I just decide that I'm feeding a children's home somewhere. Maybe I decide I'm buying even pads for, some homeless.
Can I do that?
Yeah. Can that be within my budget so that I can see the blessing that God has given me directly impacting the next person? I think that is more fulfilling to me personally at this stage, unless someone makes me understand.
Let me respond to that. There is the danger of rechanneling the tithe.
Not the tithe. I said
Nakuja kwa
100%.
offering.
Yeah.
Relax too. Do you know why I'm addressing that? Because of your church, they rechanneled the tithe at some point. Right?
No, they didn't rechannel. They withheld for their
ndio
attention.
nasema rechannel. Tithe inafaa kwenda wapi? Conference. Let me explain that. I'm not like attacking you, so don't feel attacked. I'm just explaining. Are we together? Tithe cannot be rechanneled. Did you hear me? If you want a curse, rechannel the tithe. There is another church like yours. They felt like the conference wasn't doing enough for them. Are we together? Now these people in the conference are human beings who are very sinful. Si nimekuambia hata waliharibu bahasha. See, I've told you. Some of them are very sinful, wako very greedy. But that's not your problem. Tunaelewana? That's not your issue. Your issue should kneel down and pray that God, my tithe should be used for the right purpose. And when you pray that, it will be used for the right purpose. Don't rechannel tithe and withhold from going to the conference. When you do that, somebody is not being paid. Did you know that? Somebody, a pastor who is innocent. Unajua salary yake inachelewa. Watoto wake school fees yao inafanya nini? Inachelewa. Kwa sababu uliamua kama kanisa tunapanish watu wa nini? Conference. Kuna mtu innocent hapo juu mwenye hata elewi hizo story. True or false? True. So never at any point, whether they are kuna hyenas kule juu, never rechannel or withhold the tithe. Are we together? Imeeleweka? Don't do that. There is a church, I was telling you, there is a church in Nairobi. I will not tell you which church, because hata niko online. There is a church in Nairobi. They were buying a land. They were buying a what? Na hiyo mambo ya land iko na mambo nyingi sana. Walikuwa wananunua shamba. Mwenye shamba akasema mlete pesa ama niuzie wengine. The other buyers. So they needed quick money. So they appealed to the district elders that, you know what? Mtusaidie from your churches kuchanga hii nini? Pesa. And then a stupid elder akasema wacha to rechannel tithe. Ya kwamba tithe isiende wapi? Juu. For this quarter ama for this month wacha to rechannel tithe. Kuna kanisa ilikataa. Ikasema we have to talk to our members first. And they talked to the members. And some of the members were not in agreement. In fact, some of them said, I will pay my tithe directly to where? The conference, if you do this. Anyway, there are churches who went on to do that in the same district. All the churches that did that fell into debts that month. Mnanisikia? You remember the curse I was talking about? Until they repented, their debts were not going away. Na ni churches zilikuwa zinajiweza. Until they realized, we did a wrong thing. We should not have rechanneled what? The tithe. Aya, hiyo kanisa silinunua shamba kutumia tithe ya Mungu. Can I tell you something? The church is in court today. Can I tell you why? The real owner with the real documents amekuja. Mambo za Mungu tulia. Kama Mungu anataka mnunue shamba, mtanunua. Whether the owner likes it or not. Mambo za Mungu tulia. We fanya the right thing. Whether kuna wakora ama hakuna nini? Wakora. Number 2, offering. Offering you can channel where you want. Are we together? If you decide not to bring it to the church, hiyo ni shida, mtu asikuambie. But mtu mzuri, a wise man, will channel some offering to the